So I ran into a problem. In the previous video I mentioned that the next step is to move the sprites. In the prototype though, the sprites are not actually moving. This might be obvious, but here I'm showing that the background is scrolling and that creates an illusion of movement, but the sprites are in the same character position on the screen. So when I tried to implement the movement, everything really quickly fell apart. So I did a couple of things. One, for the moment I turned off scrolling and I'll try to focus only on sprite movement. And second, I implemented a variable into the source code which limits the number of enemies. So there's another reason for this. Even though the prototype is showing 1 player and 5 enemy sprites, a total of 6, it's possible that in the final game this might not fit, because there's a whole bunch of other things that need to be taken care of, like the actual gameplay and animating mines and bullets and rockets flying, sound, scoring, all of that. So we'll see when we get there. Now with all of this broken down, I figured out what the issue was. Basically, because of the double buffer, I had to use a separate set of pointers for each screen that stores where the sprite was. So if I saved the sprite at a given character position on one screen, on the next frame they might have moved to another position. So when I'm back to the first frame, I couldn't just use a single variable that says, oh, this is where the sprite is now. I needed the variable that kept track of where the sprite was on that screen. So basically at the moment, almost all the variables that describe the sprite's properties are doubled up, one for each screen, and this is what it looks like. It's really not much to look at the moment, but that's where we are. I just added some random characters to the screen to show that the sprite is properly functioning. And so next steps will be to actually make this work with the scrolling background as well.